What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Guys, a brand new game for the channel. Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. I know many of you guys have played this game, but I haven't played it. I've been actually playing it for the last few days, and I've gotten really good at this game. And guys, the plan is to beat this game now without dying on the hardest possible mode, which is going to be the hard mode. So right there, that's the hardest mode right there. I'm going to be playing the game on the high frame rate mode to take advantage of that 60 FPS. And guys, without further ado, let's get this started. 1, 2, 3. And guys, by the way, this game is a highly narrative type of game. The story is incredible. The graphics are phenomenal. And guys, I have to say, with these headsets on, this game has to be the best sounding game that I've ever played.
Doesn't matter.
There's voices coming from everywhere.
Welcome.
It's incredible. I was blown away the first time I played this game.
I'll be right
With the sound especially.
close so I can speak without alerting the others.
And guys, right now I'm playing this game at 4K 60 FPS.
Her story has already come to an end, but now
So right at the beginning of the game, Senua is traveling to the island where she's gonna start her journey. So while she's making her way there, I'm just gonna talk a little bit.
He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer.
This game is based on some severe mental psychosis disorder. I was reading up on how they created this game, and they actually used a lot of patients who were dealing with a lot of psychiatric issues. And they hired actresses to create the voices that are coming from the back of your head, all around your head. It also comes with a warning for people who have mental disorders not to play this game. And I thought it was a gimmick, to be honest with you guys, until I started playing this game and I realized, holy shit, this is incredible.
ever since the tragedy.
You really get a sense of, you know, when you hear people say, you know, I hear voices in my head. This game is the closest thing, movie, whatever you want to call it, experience that I've encountered that comes close to that. It's kind of deranged, but it's incredible in the same time
Can you see them?
that they could encapsulate that in a video game. The graphics blew me away, to be honest with you guys. I've never heard of this game. I seen the trailer for part 2 and I thought that looked incredible, jaw-dropping realism.
It is real after
And I started to dabble into watching some trailers about this one, and I was blown away by it.
place the North.
Now guys, I'm going to tell you guys that when it comes to the combat, I've really gotten good at the combat. When I first played this game, it was just doing some fast slashes and so forth, but I've really taken a liking to this game, and I've really mastered the combat in this game, and you guys are going to see that you guys are going to be in for a treat with this game. I'm going to do my best not to die whatsoever. I'm going to also try to find as many of the secrets in this game. I don't know if I'm going to find everything, but I guarantee you guys it's going to be one badass experience.
Dead don't always
So I hope you guys are looking forward to this game, and some of you who haven't played this game, I highly recommend this game.
They're going to do that to you. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you.
And guys, by the way, I'm trying a different angle with the camera to see how I like it. I'm still experimenting with this new equipment that I got.
Can you feel them watching? They're watching her. They're watching her.
This game is probably the closest experience I've ever had to actually going to hell. Literally. No joke. Like, I'm hearing demonic sounds coming from my right side. You can't get that experience listening to this game on the TV. Even when you start this game, it tells you to play this game with some good quality headphones.
You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years.
The voices I hear in my head, they're her own voices, but the way that they insult her and the way that they give her clues in the same time is incredible. So right now I can pretty much just slightly turn the camera around. I can't really do much yet.
There, just out of sight, where you're most vulnerable. It's like it knows that just.
Also, guys, this game is a highly
need to see its suffocating power.
this game is highly dependent on puzzles. I've pretty much cracked all the puzzles and I have them memorized in my head, so I'm going to be able to go through this game fast. Towards the middle to the end of this game, the combat increases a lot, but there's a lot of puzzles, and when you first play this game, some of the puzzles can be very demanding, discovering them, because there's a multitude of things you have to do in order to unlock the puzzles.
Bravery only means something to those afraid of death. Senua's fear runs far.
I've beaten this game about 3 times already. I think the fastest time I did it was in about 3 hours, or slightly under. Yeah, about 3 hours, to be honest with you guys. But this is the first time that I'm going to be playing the game on the hard mode, so that's the caveat. Playing the game on the hardest mode. I'm expecting the enemies are going to take a little bit longer to die. And I'm probably going to be taking more damage. And guys, if you didn't know, the way that this game works is that her right arm is going to start rotting, and the more times you die, the rotting on her arm gets higher and higher and higher. And if the rotting goes past her arm and starts to get towards her head, your game is pretty much ended. All of your saving points are pretty much deleted, and your entire quest is over.
It's not too late to get into.
So there is a certain amount of time that you can play this game before everything gets deleted. So right now, my arm, the right arm, is not rotting yet. I have to get to the early parts of the game before that actually takes place. The way Jesus, I can't say enough about this game, man. The way Senua looks at you, the way she reacts, it's so incredible.
There's nothing to go back to.
When I beat the game the first time, I was so in love with the game that I went out of my way to learn about the actress and about the people that created this game. I learned that they use special headphones to create this game, microphones, and so forth. It's really incredible what they're doing with games nowadays. So these are like story guides.
Do not forget my story, Senua. Because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate.
God, I love the way she moves to the left.
They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate. But God's in the living.
Her movements, even when she's in water, is so realistic.
The darkness is coming.
I don't know right now how many parts this is going to be, because like I said, I've beaten the game in about 3 hours, maybe 3 hours and 15 minutes on the normal mode. So I think this is not going to be nowhere near as long as Spider-Man or The Last of Us. But the story is incredible.
Can you see it?
The land of mist and fog. The old fool was right. What was it he said?
I'm going to try not to talk over the key moments of the game.
Which lies the halls of hell. The place they call Helheim.
He's lost. He's lost. Where are you?
So that's the dead skull of her lover, Dillion. This entire game is basically about trying to resurrect Dillion.
I hear you.
He's there, you know it.
There's no doubt about
He's
it.
lost.
The source of the darkness is in Helheim.
They're called
And the goddess Hela holds his soul there.
So she believes that Hela
Her dear beloved.
is going to be able to resurrect her her lover Dylan. And if she finds Hela, she can offer herself to Hela in order to resurrect her her lover.
She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him.
He's already dead.
I can hear on the left side one of the voices in her head is telling her, "You're an idiot. Your boyfriend is already dead," and the other one is saying, "Do it, go, go." It's incredible.
But she does remember that only the dead may cross it. That part wasn't so easy to forget.
So I'm gonna do some quick little exploration. Although this game doesn't really have much exploration, it's pretty much it wants to keep you on track with the main story. All right, nothing here. And I want to keep this as action-packed and as interesting as possible, so I'm not gonna bore you guys with too much of a nonsensical story.
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds. The world of men they call Midgard.
The language that they use in this game, meaning like the dialect of the people that they hired to make this game, is so realistic of the times.
The good elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil ones dwell in Svartalfheim.
Once again, you guys watching this on YouTube are not going to be able to see anything
The fire giants
in the
dwell
same way that
Muspelheim.
I'm seeing it, like how the rain is falling on her, the fur
Ice and
on her clothing and her hair,
only the dead,
the fuzz that's coming out of her hair. It's incredible.
and that is where you must travel.
Why did she do that? She shouldn't have done it. She can't go back now.
No, this is
The voices in her head are laughing at her. So I got to use what's called my focus to be able to open up these doors. And it's basically just meaning finding these symbols.
Going to hurt you. It's dangerous.
Don't kill me. I'm not one of them.
Don't listen.
I was just hiding.
I was just hiding behind you.
I find I live longer that way.
Is that a dagger?
I'll never let the bastards catch me again. Never! Wait. Who are you?
It's just a memory.
Drew? Is that you?
How do you know?
For my tales of the Northmen, they call me Druth. A liar.
He's lost.
An old fool. Druth is my truth.
It's good to see you again. You kept your vow.
Guide you in this life and the next. I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
Tell me your story.
I'm really a fan of the dialect
I'm listening.
that they use.
The runes seal the gates to hell. Focus your inner eye, and you too will see what's hidden in plain sight.
I can see one.
So I gotta find this symbol. And guys, I learned from reading up on this game that these symbols are associated with people who are having mental and psychotic disorders, psychosis.
Towards the gate.
They utilize symbols to be able to associate with things, and that's an interesting perspective on how this game uses to open up doors. Because people who have mental disorders, they like to associate things in order to make sense of what's happening. And that's the perspective that they use in this game.
I spent 6
I thought that was pretty
years
cool.
enslaved in hell, but I watched the Northmen, learnt their ways.
I know you did.
You listened when everyone else laughed. My people paid a heavy price. Carry my stories with you, and together we will make the Northmen feel our fury.
I'm sure many, if not most of you, have played this game at one point. But for those of you who haven't, don't worry. I'm not going to ruin the story. I'm not going to give away the plot or anything like that.
Pretend they
I hate when
weren't
people
real.
do that. So I won't be that kind of guy. I won't be that guy.
When we are always here. I guess it's the same with heights.
The dreadlocks in her hair look incredible, guys. I know YouTube is not going to do this justice playing this in mediocre, compressed 1080p.
Waiting for you to make that little slip. You can't just wish things away.
The world of the dead is ruled by the giantess, Hela, daughter of Loki. The gods feared her bloodline, bad on her mother's side, and yet much worse on her father's. So, as a child, they all found.
And guys, if you see me looking over my left shoulder,
and gave her power over those who die of sickness, age, hardship, and self-slaughter. In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela.
if you see me looking over my left shoulder, it's because I'm looking at the timer. I'm trying to keep these videos about 30 minutes, 35 minutes, something like that.
Stay back.
Stay back.
I have to open it.
You have to open it.
Helheim divides the living from the dead. Is that the face of Hela herself? The half-rotten goddess that rules over Helheim.
So guys, right now I'm gonna develop my my poisoned arm. That's gonna dictate how many times I can die in this game.
Shh. Someone's here.
This is incredible.
You took him from me. I beg you. Let him go.
Her facial expressions are the best. Incredible.
I'll give you what you want. I won't resist anymore. Just give him back.
She's letting herself be vulnerable to get her boyfriend back, or her lover back. There we go, guys. The curse on my right arm. The poison. Look at that. So if this grows and gets near my head, my entire game and quest is over, and my save points and everything are gone. I'm gonna encounter my first combat right now. Here we go, guys. Let me kick this guy's ass.
Go.
I can already tell this is already a lot harder.
Surprise him.
So guys, actually it's not harder. I forgot. At this point here, I'm supposed to die. You can't beat these guys. I keep forgetting that. The game wants you to go through this cinematic here where you learn that if you die, it's game over. That's why I can't hit those guys. I forgot about that. The first time I played this game, I was like, what the hell? How do you beat those guys? It's impossible. Then I realized it's all part of the cinematic.
A vision of what's to come. Poor Senua. The darkness does not bargain. It does not reason.
Sick.
It is rot. And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head, the seat of the soul, until there is nothing left of her.
The darkness cannot be bargained with. That's insane.
All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time.
Guys, my goal is going to be to not even die once on this mode. Not even once, guys. Alright, so it's telling me there that if the dark rot gets to my head, game over. Unforgiven if you die too many times. Alright, let's continue with the quest.
The hardest battles are fought in the mind.
That's true.
That is what Dillian taught her. With every defeat, the dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul. But for now, at least, she still has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow, whatever the cost.
I am coming for hell and everyone in it.
Listen to me, Senua. The goddess Hela lies behind the gate to Helheim. To open the gate, you must first face the gods that guard it. The god of fire, Zurt, and the god of illusion, Valravan. Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
So before I can open that gate, I gotta kill 2 bosses.
In the beginning, there was nothing but darkness. Bitter cold.
Let's go after the god of fire first.
South. They say the cold formed ice, which melted from the sparks from the south.
She's going to die.
The voice in my head is saying, you're gonna die.
The fire giant has answered. He comes from a land older than mankind, and the Northmen call upon his flaming sword to
Milk fed the giant. That's right, a cow. But you weren't expecting that.
find him, Senua.
I shall find him, and I shall defeat him.
She found the wretched old fool on her way back from the wilds. An outcast.
Let me do a quick little
was badly burnt all over.
exploration here. Nothing.
She took pity on him,
That's my nature when I play games. I just have to explore and try to get 100%.
like her, who spoke of his own darkness. The Northman.
Every time I play games, I try to do a different path. I try to change around something to see if I discover something that I didn't discover the previous time playing it. Alright. Let's do the mission. So I gotta open up this gate in front of me here, and I have to find 2 symbols in order to open it. That's right, he's too slow.
You can't do it. Do it. You're close.
Knee in the fucking face. Come on.
weak. She's so weak. She's so weak. They can see me. She finished him. I can anticipate this.
Ooh, that was easy, guys.
I can still smell it.
Alright, I gotta find these two symbols around me.
A sweet, sickly stench of burning human flesh. And I still hear their cries carried in the wind.
Alright, there's the first one.
Hear them too, Senua?
Mind you, the first time you actually do this, it's gonna take a long time. That's what takes up most of the time. But obviously, I know where these, all of the secrets are, right? So it's gonna go a lot faster. I know actually, what I'm trying to say is I know how to defeat all of the puzzles, so that's obviously gonna cut down my time in a substantial amount. Alright, let's open up this gate.
And you will see that it has opened. When they first came to my lands, I knew enough of their tongue to beg for mercy, and they took me as a slave. I wish now
They took you as a slave, but they ain't gonna take me as a slave. I'm gonna slaughter every single one of them.
storm of fire, death, and slavery to many lands. This darkness you speak of, I know it well.
And I'm still here to fight it.
Guys, something I was pondering last night when I was playing this game, and that is that I've noticed that for whatever reason, I seem to take a liking to games where the main character is a female. And I'll give you an example. Tomb Raider, this game, The Last of Us, all games that I seem to love. And it's all based where the female is the main character. And for some reason, I really get good at them. Ooh. I don't even know why I do that move for. It's too slow. Come on, try to hit me. I dare you. Knee in the face.
He's gone. Don't give up. I can read you.
Only two of you?
Behind you. Take him down. He's finished.
So right away, one of the first things I notice is that there's more enemies for you know where I am in the game so far, and they're taking longer to die.
When you see a fire gate of soot, know that only a sacrifice will
So guys, I gotta find a fire gate,
and let the dead walk through.
which is basically a pedestal that I touch, and it sets fire to everything around me. Here we go. You have to remember the path to the door, and it changes depending. So this is going to be a very easy one, but they do get a lot harder. So essentially I got to run to that door within a certain amount of time, or else I catch fire. So this first one is actually very easy. The game is just trying to teach you what you need to do moving forward in the game.
But you mustn't look away from the horrors it does.
This guy is kind of a you can call him a guide. He's mentally guiding me.
You refuse to look at it.
He's one of the many fucked up voices that I'm hearing in my headphones telling me shit. I don't know how it's coming through the TV when you guys are watching it on YouTube. So this gate, you can't actually get through the gate yet. You got to actually unlock it. So there's a couple of sequence of events that we got to get past, overcome before we can do that.
The Northmen tell this story. Before the earth was
You know what?
created,
The story that guy keeps telling, the Northmen and all of these stories that you guys are going to hear through the game, they could make a movie just based off of what he's saying. You know what? Let me just do the mission instead of just
other sparks
dinking
melted
around.
ice in the frozen world of Niflheim, creating the body of the first giant, Ymir. Muspel is one of the 9 worlds, and is now the land of the fire giants.
All right.
And people
What I'm doing is I'm looking for more of these pedestals like I just did there. I want to make sure I'm trying to get all of them. I think there's a total of like 40 or 44, and I'm not sure if I have gotten all of them already. All right, here's another door we got to unlock. So this one is going to be a little bit harder, because the way to get back to that door is going to change based on where the fire is going to be lit.
It's too far. She'll never find it. She'll never make her way back. She needs to remember.
The voices in my head are telling me that I'm too dumb, or you're never going to remember how to get back to it.
Concentrate on where you're going. She needs to remember the path.
Everything will burn, then how will she find the way back?
She won't. She won't be able to tell.
And guys, if you're wondering, this game actually has 3 modes to play it, which is frame rate, resolution, and enriched visuals. But frame rate is the only way to play. The other 2 modes, like all 3 modes are 4K. But there's just more grass on the floor when you play it on the other modes. But you really sacrifice the 60 FPS for 30 FPS. And in my opinion, especially in combat, 60 FPS is the only way to go. Oh, they call it foliage. Alright guys, we gotta make our way back. So this one's gonna be a little bit harder. So instead of going to my left like you would think I would have to, I gotta go to my right actually. I'm gonna jump down here and go to my left now when I jump down. There's the gate in front of me. I think I died like 5 times the first time trying to do this because I would never remember the way. More than 5 times. I couldn't remember the way back. There we go.
Do your gods answer your prayers, Senua?
Sometimes.
I asked the gods for mercy. All of them, even theirs. None answered. In the end, I set myself free. Defy the gods, Senua.
Defy the
Find your
gods,
own
Senua.
path, like I find mine.
My gods abandoned me. I am alone.
That's kind of like Kratos, right? The gods abandoned him. So guys, I gotta get through this gate here, and in order for me to get through the gate, I have to open, I have to find 2 symbols. And the first time I tried this, it took me like nearly an hour and a half, 2 hours trying to figure this out. And I'm gonna make this, I'm gonna make this seem, you know, so easy, obviously, because I know how to defeat the puzzle.
Devourers, insatiable gods of darkness. I come from Erin, Senua, where I once followed my own gods. The Tuatha De Danann.
Why did you abandon your gods?
Senua, I was a man of knowledge, not a warrior. To survive, I did things. Bad things.
Come on, come on.
Like you, Senua. The man I once was has died. And when that happens, even gods you worship can die with you.
There we go. You gotta be in the, for some of these, you gotta be in the exact spot. Alright, let me get the last one. Literally, I was looking at the time. I was here like 2 hours trying to find these, both of these signals the first time. Alright, that was easy. You know what? Let me go down here. It's faster. And this time, when I open up the gate, I'm gonna have to get one of those fire pillars, but before I can actually go through the gate, I'm gonna have to fight a bunch of guys surrounded by fire. And I have to use that house in order to make my way back to the other gate that I'm trying to unlock. You guys will see what I mean. Alright, let's go. Gotta hang to the left. I gotta make a quick U-turn over here and go up the ladder. Go up the stairs, I mean. The camera angle is gonna slightly keep changing to try to make you fall off, and you gotta always be compensating. So it's not an automatic get over there. See, you gotta actually compensate. All right. Alright, now I gotta fight some enemies before I can actually get past there.
It's nearly over. Finish
You guys will see that combo a lot. That's one of my favorite combos. Alright, let's get out of here.
Let it collapse, and have the courage to shed your tears. Raise your world to pride!
My world is dead.
Only then, as with a newborn, will you see the world anew.
No, I see nothing now.
So the first thing I gotta do is I gotta try to open up a gate. So I want to have the signs in my vision, or else I won't be able to proceed further. So what I gotta do is I gotta come here and focus on the signs. So I'm gonna do this boss quickly. This is gonna be the first boss.
How did you escape your darkness?
And then I'm gonna end the video after that.
Found my purpose. I was no longer enslaved.
I think it'll be kind of cheesy if I end the video now, you know? I want to, since I'm so close to the boss, I just got to open up one more door. But this time I got to find three symbols. This symbol here took me forever, this one here, to figure it out the first time. You got to use this stick and you got to be in the right position. There, see, look at that. The first time I found that, it was like a fluke.
Ran into the fire. They left me for dead.
But after experiencing this game, I honestly can't wait for part 2. I can't wait.
Free.
I'm glad I found you in the wild.
Me personally, I think I want to play part 2 more than I want to play God of War, to be honest with you guys. There's the second one. All right. Now the third one, I gotta make my way over here. There it is. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. All right, all 3 are unlocked. I can go through this door now. So I'm gonna open up this door. And these type of doors, you have to open them from the opposite side. And they are key components to the puzzle in many cases. All right, guys, we're getting to a boss fight. The fire demon.
Senua, if I can survive the fire of certain and escape my darkness.
Alright, I gotta run to the other end, guys. And then I'm gonna be able to fight that fire god, fire demon, whatever you want to call him.
Run, Senua! Run! Through the fire! Keep running! Go on! Nothing will stop! Run, Senua! Run!
This is amazing, guys. Look at this. I'm on fire, literally. The screams of the dead. Look at that, man. I could feel her pain, literally.
She's dying.
Alright, guys. This is gonna be the boss fight. It ain't over. You can't kill Senua that easily.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This darkness takes everything. Everyone.
Senua, are you sure you want to do this?
Guys, I don't know about you guys, but they could make a movie about this game, and I think it would be incredible.
Side by side. We always do.
Some of these games are having better stories than movies nowadays.
I have to face it alone. Away from here.
Where will you go?
I don't know.
For how long?
I don't know.
I believe in you. You know that. Just promise me that you will come back to me. I want you to say it. I want you to say it.
By the way, guys, she's talking to her dead boyfriend, Dillian. Like I said, you know, she's got a lot of mental issues, so that's why you're hearing all these weird things. She's not normal. She's literally a crazy person. Alright, guys, there he is. He's got a badass sword, though. I gotta admit that.
You destroyed everything, everyone, but not me. Fight now.
The music is incredible, man. Incredible. shit. Get up.
The flame shield!
Come on, come on, come on. Let's see what you got, big guy. You ain't got. Oh shit. Sick! He took a lot longer to kill on the hard mode, I'll tell you guys that, guys. Pow, 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 pow. I made that look sweet. Guys, the first video in the books. I gotta get the next boss in the next video to unlock that gate, guys. So guys, I hope you guys are going to enjoy this new game that I'm playing for the first time. Well, not the first time, but you guys know what I mean, right?
Takes its place. And so it goes.
So guys, what a difference. What a change from Spider-Man.
And in the end, we all fall.
So guys, the fire god is done. He fell at my blade. And I'm gonna go after the next
And I will go to hell to keep
demon, the next boss, and I'm gonna make him fall at my blade as well.
You will carry my stories with you. I have fulfilled my quest.
Yes, you have.
Alright guys, this is probably going to be the longest video. It's about 48 minutes right now, so the other videos are probably going to be a little bit shorter than this one. I just didn't want to end the video too early.
Next, to fulfill yours.
Then I will see you in hell.
Alright guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this.